still Sports Radio, 88.9 Brila FM, your champions dial. A beautiful Tuesday morning, and action is still going on right here on your numero uno sports dial. I've come to that point where we must take an extensive look at what's happening outside the arena. Yes, Kilani Abdul Hakim Abishola is my name, and yes, you are welcome on board. I'll give you updates. Things are happening locally and internationally, and then, of course, you know, as is customary, we will take a look at one thing in particular, and then I will seek your opinion on it. You can get on board via Twitter at BrillaFM 889, the Facebook fan page Sports Radio Brilla Farilla, and of course you can pick up a phone and now the hottest number in the land, 0700-0000-889. That is the number to dial. Yes, quite a number of things are happening in society, but then you'll agree that no matter what you're going through, one thing is constant, and that's the need to eat. Yes, food is crucial. Whether you're doing 111 or you've resorted to doing 101 or 011 or even if it's 001, you must eat to keep body and soul together. And of course, when you talk about food, some things are staple. For some, it's gari. If you don't have gari or hiteba one day, well, there's a problem. But for majority, it's actually rice. Yes. And that's what we're looking at today. When the desirable is not available, it is said, then the available becomes desirable. That's the case of most food items in the country, especially that of Oriza Sativa rice. A lot of people have had to make a shift from the imported polished rice, of course, due to the ban. Well, it's very hard to get one about now. The price has skyrocketed. So a lot of people have moved from the imported polished rice to the local one, primarily because of the price. Now, the question is, what has changed in your consumption of this most basic of Nigerian foods? How much is a bag of rice right now? And which one do you consume, the imported one or the Nigerian one? And what is the reason why you eat the one that you do? For those who have ported to the Nigerian one, is it because of a lack of availability or because of the money, the price? We really want to know. Let's talk food. They're outside the arena this beautiful morning. Like I said, there are multiple ways for you to get on board on Twitter at BrillaFM889, the Facebook fan page Sports Radio Brilla Farilla, and you can pick up a phone and dial the hottest number in the land.
When the fans asked for more, we at Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM gave them 4 wishes and a magical line. It simply means when you call 070000000889, you're routed through 4 different lines. So when you dial the magical number 070000000889, you get through to us on 4 lines. That means you have 4-in-1 chance of having your voice heard on your favorite radio station. So go ahead and start dialing. It's the 4-in-1 package from Home of the Fans.
Yes, welcome back. My phone lines are already lighting up and I'm getting hits on the social media platforms. But I must quickly bring to your attention some things that are happening in society before we talk about the issue of Iresi, yes, as it's known in some quarters. Starting off on the local scene, let's let you know that a traditional ruler of Uba community in Awara Ohaji Egbema local government area of Imo State, Andrew Okwebunoa, has been arrested for allegedly organizing kidnapping and armed robbery activities within and outside his community. Now, the traditional ruler was among suspected members of a kidnapping syndicate, which included a native doctor paraded at the Imo State Police Command in Owerri. And speaking during the parade, Imo State Police Commissioner Isaac Akimoide said that Umokozo Awara in Ohaji Egbema local government area of Imo State, said, begging your pardon if I've murdered those pronunciations, operative of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, through painstaking and diligent investigation, arrested is Andrew Okwebunoa, 59-year-old male of Uba community, in connection with kidnap and other armed robbery incidents. In the meantime, former governors Emmanuel Uduaghan of Delta State, Orji Kalu of Abia, and James Ibori of Delta challenged the Minister of the Niger Delta, Senator Godswill Akpabio, who supervises the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, to substantiate his accusation that they took contracts from the interventionist agency. This came as the Senate yesterday revealed how the Interim Management Committee of the NDDC spent 3.17 billion naira on COVID-19 in the Niger Delta within 2 months, the months of April and May, respectively. However, the management of the interventionist agency, in a swift reaction, said the entire expenditure was a form of cash palliatives distributed by the expanded Interim Management Committee for sharing among staff, the police, the youth and communities in the state. It also declared that there was no fraud in the agency, saying some conspirators were just bent on blowing the whistle to heat up the polity. Very interesting. All right, so giving you updates. Let's move further afield right about now, going foreign. Let's go to Spain, where former King Juan Carlos has decided to leave the country. The royal palace has revealed, and that's weeks after he was linked to an inquiry into alleged corruption. Juan Carlos made the announcement in a letter to his son, Felipe, to whom he handed power 6 years ago. He said he will be available if prosecutors needed to interview him. In June, Spain's Supreme Court opened an investigation into the alleged involvement of Juan Carlos in a high-speed rail contract in Saudi Arabia. It was not immediately clear where the former monarch will now reside, but Spanish press have reported that he's no longer in the country. It is a very humiliating exit for a king who seemed set to go down in history as a leader who skillfully guided Spain from dictatorship to democracy after the death of General Franco back in 1975. Right, still talking outside the arena. Let's let you know that authorities at the virus-stricken city of Melbourne have warned of a dangerous rise in people resisting lockdown measures, sometimes quite violently. Police say this trend included so-called sovereign citizens being combative with officers in recent days. In one particular case, a woman repeatedly smashed a policewoman's head into the ground, Chief Commissioner Shane Patton revealed. And authorities have increased fines for repeated rule breaches as Melbourne endures a deadly virus second wave. Yes, over half of Australia's 18,300 cases have been recorded in the past month in Victoria, of which Melbourne is the capital. There have been 226 deaths nationally, and Melbourne has recently mandated the wearing of masks and tightened a stay-at-home order to reduce transmission. But authorities say many people are breaking the rules, including some who claim to be above the law. So you know that's happening in different parts of the world and not just peculiar to Nigeria. All right, talking about Nigeria, it's time to return back to the home scene because I'm getting a lot of hits already. And remember, I'm saying it's about food today. Yes, we can talk about security, we can talk about health, we can talk about, but then the primary thing is food. If you don't have something inside you, then you can't do anything. And rice is one of the most staple foods. Which one are you eating? Is it the polished one? Is it the Nigerian one? And why are you eating the one that you're eating? Is it availability? Is it price? How much is a bag of rice right now in your locality? The polished one, when you can get it, and the Nigerian one, if that's the one that you are handling. Well, let's find out. Phone lines are lighting up. Hits coming in. Let's hear from you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. I'm very well. What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, you're a youngster. How old are you, Emmanuel?
13 years.
No, Emmanuel, you're not old enough to buy a bag of rice by yourself. I want to talk to mommy or daddy who buys the rice. Are they around you there?
No, sir.
No, okay. When they return, have them call me up, okay? It's you, they will give money to go and buy 2 Derika or 1 Congo. But I want the person who is in charge of the money or who will buy the bag or half bag or quarter bag. Sorry, Emmanuel. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, how are you today?
Very well, thank you. What's your name?
Yeah. My name is Henry.
Henry.
Femi.
Femi, oh, apologies.
Yeah.
Femi, which
Yeah.
one are you eating these days? Polished or Nigerian? Foreign?
You see, from the beginning, I've been eating local.
Okay.
But my family, they prefer the foreign one. But recently,
Yeah.
I have to change the pattern. Everybody eats local.
Everybody's eating.
Because I cannot afford the foreign one anymore.
Why? How much is the foreign one now?
It's 27.5, while the local one is 22,500.
27.5 for how many bags? Hello, Femi.
The original one, and Nigerian one, the best one is 22.5.
Wait, 22,500 for one bag of
Yes,
rice.
for one bag. I just bought it day before yesterday.
Eh?
Yeah, 22,500, the best Nigerian rice.
Wait, don't give me names, please. Don't give me brand names. When you're saying local, are you talking about
Yeah.
the long grain rice grown locally or farm?
Yes, not Okada. The rice, the Nigerian maize, they have grain.
Grown one is 22.5.
Yes.
And the
Yeah, the
imported
good
one
one.
is how much?
27.5.
27.5 for a bag
Five.
of rice.
Right now, this is the price. I'm giving you current price.
It is well, Femi.
And my salary is 30,000.
And you use your salary to buy one bag of rice.
Yes.
So
You don't even reach one pot of soup.
what will you now eat the rice with? Femi, no, we need to probe you. If your salary is 30,000 and you are buying bag of rice for 22.5, you need to be probed. That's not All right, we're outside the arena right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla Farilla, and we're talking food. We're taking a look at one of the most staple foods, rice. We're saying, which one are you eating? Imported or local? I want to know. Hello? Hello there? Gremlin activity. Well, do call back or send a message on Twitter or the Facebook fan page. Hello? Hello, good morning. No, Gremlin activity. It's all good. You can get in on it. Remember, if you can't get through on the phone lines due to the jet, because everybody's trying to call in at the same time, send a message on Twitter or the Facebook fan page. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. This is Dr. Benson Lifetime telling you.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, sir.
All right.
Hello?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Actually, I want to greet you for the good work you are doing over there.
Thank you so much.
I want to say that Nigeria is hearing you people love you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
And another thing I want you to know is that I'm want Nigeria to know that we go, all things are possible.
Okay. Yes, that's fantastic.
So
We're outside the arena right about now. We're talking food. Which particular rice do you eat?
yes, I eat for right.
Okay. How much is that going for right now?
So right now, we have up to 40,000 naira for fully.
35.40.
No, 25,000 for fully.
Okay, 25.30. And the Nigerian one is how much?
I can't tell you because I eat very right.
Where are you getting foreign one from? Isn't there still a ban on imported rice? Has it been?
Yes, I might not be but I get it from the market.
Wait, because I'm confused. If the importation of foreign has been stopped, where are you getting? That means you are buying. I don't know whether to call it stolen rice or smuggled rice or something.
No, that is not true. Because they have different price. Some people sell at 35.
It's not the price now, it's the source. Is it legal source? Since it has been, the importation has been stopped, where are they getting it from?
When I get mine from the market.
From the market.
When you get the foreign, I get it from the market.
We need to find out where that market is, and they need to tell us where they're getting it. Yes, so they will tell us where they're getting it from. So because we're supposed to be eating local rice now, since the importation of foreign one has been Abi, is that not?
Yes, no, the thing is that me, individually, I don't buy a bag and store at home. So I eat, if I have to eat somewhere, I eat from the restaurant.
Okay. So
Yes.
you don't eat local one. You don't eat the Nigerian one.
No. I
What's wrong with it?
I'm not yet married.
You are not yet
I'm
married.
still
What has
No,
being
no,
married
no.
got to do with eating? I don't know.
I eat it from the restaurant. When I get to the restaurant, I have to ask them.
Okay. So you don't
But you make
the
a
restaurant.
yes, you make a local one to food of state.
Okay. Yeah, another person we should probe because one, you are eating rice that its importation has been banned. You don't. Okay. This is getting interesting. On the Facebook fan page, Simon Brown says, Jiggy man, good morning. I prefer eating Nigerian rice as a good Nigerian. But the issue here is that Nigerian rice is too sandy. Please, let's advise ourselves to do our things clean and good. All right, he's talking about the production processes. And it's actually something I have noticed because if you take a look at the Nigerian rice, at least most of the ones that you see, they don't look clean. You understand? It has to go through a whole lot of cleaning. You wash it like 3 or 4 times before you even start to put it on the fire. And then lots of chaff, a lot of sand, like he said. So what's going on with the production process? People are ready to buy it, but then you need to clean up your item. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Well, my name is Joseph.
Joseph, welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
Very well. Joseph, how many times do you eat rice a day?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay, which rice do you eat?
My brother, for the past 4 or 5 years, I normally buy local rice.
Okay, which local? Okada or local?
No. In my state, in Anambra State,
Okay.
we have local rice. So, whenever like last 2 weeks, I bought another bag of rice from my state
Okay.
when I was coming back.
Which means when the ban on importation of rice happened, it didn't affect you.
At all.
Yeah,
Wasn't concerning me.
price change from when there was no ban and when the ban came in, because before people.
No, the change, I noticed the change is just now.
Okay, how much is the
And
bag of rice now?
Normally, before I buy a bag of rice 14,000.
14. Okay.
Yeah,
Then.
no, for bag.
Yes.
So the one I bought about last 2 weeks,
Yes. Was how much?
I bought it 19,000.
19.
19,000, yes. But mind you, mind you that there are so many that rice get great.
You get
Depending on depending on the one you want to buy.
okay.
You understand? There are the one of 16,000, there are the one of 15,000, there are the one of 17,000. But 19,000,
What's the difference?
yes, the difference is that
One sweeter than the other, is one whiter than the other.
no.
Is one rice
Listen,
than another, or what?
They have men. They have 14, 16. They have the one they call, I think, a traffic or something.
And what's the difference? That's what I want to know. What's the difference?
The difference is that, like the one I bought, if you look at it, so that is foreign rice. No sun, white, very good. It's very good.
Okay.
Even the 14, 15. The difference between this one and 14, 15 is that we have some the back of the edge or something.
Yes.
Few, it will not be much, but very, very nice.
Okay.
The other one is the one in the time of sun. But even if you buy those ones, there are some machines you can use to remove this soil. You understand? And if you cook local rice,
Yes.
you know that there is difference from this between local rice and this foreign rice, because our rice is more far better than this foreign rice.
Okay.
I work at Senator.
Okay.
I work as a border. I normally buy all these variants.
Okay, so
From border.
maybe you can answer me a question that I asked an earlier caller. Since you work at the border, since the ban on importation of rice, has it been lifted?
No.
So where are they getting the foreign rice from?
I don't know them.
You don't?
I don't know them. Since last August, the federal government stopped our work, so automatically we are not doing the border anymore.
So you don't know what's happening at the border.
Yeah, so what I'm telling you is that, my brother, if you watch some of these foreign rice, if you cook the rice, cover it like for 2-3 days. When you open that rice, by then it has spoiled. Look at it, you will see a kind of pink color from that rice. You will know that the kind of chemical they use to cultivate this rice is not good for us.
Are you sure you don't have a rice shop? This one, you're such an expert on rice.
Because I work as a border.
Okay.
There are so many rice. It's very easy for you to buy rice then. Not now.
Okay.
You understand? So I found out something before I stopped eating rice. I started buying my rice.
Okay. All right then. Thank you so much for calling. One interesting message I'm getting on the Facebook fan page is this one from Olada, who says David from Isol. Okay, which one is it? David from Isol. He says, please, Jiggy, let's stay on this topic. We don't probe how they got the imported rice. If you are going to probe, then forget it. All right. People have asked me not to ask where the imported rice is coming from, so I will not ask again. All right. Well, the thing is that we've even run out of time on this matter. But then it looks as if there are different types. Even the local one, like the last caller said, has grades, and the prices actually range from 19,000, like he said, all the way to 25, 26, depending on what you want. So the question is, what's going on? Which one do you eat? Do you still eat rice? I know one or two people who actually do not. There are few. Well, that's how far we can take it outside the arena this beautiful day. We must get back into it. And, well, action continues. Continue to stay safe. Yes, do the best that you can. Do everything to keep body and soul together. And don't despair. Remember, tough times do not last, but tough people do. And nobody do pass yourself. Do the best you can. Continue to be prayerful, and God is in control. That's how far we take it outside the arena. Yes, it's time to go navigate with ID. Before we do that, a special shout out, yes, to Papa Bizo. That's what we call him. Mr. Bola Olayemi. He's celebrating his birthday today. And on behalf of everybody right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Bella Forilla, we're wishing him a very, very happy birthday. A milestone age is achieved today. God bless you, and may you go from strength to strength, and the Lord hearkens unto your heartfelt desires. A happy birthday to Mr. Bola Olayemi. Let's go navigate with ID right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. Kilani Abdullah Hakim Adeshola is my name. The action continues right after now.
Get motivated, get inspired, get lifted, get involved. Transform your potential to make that decision today. Corporate Shepherds presents Navigates with ID, airing weekdays on this station at 11:55 a.m. For updates, please follow ID on Twitter and Instagram at IDNang.
This is Navigate with ID, brought to you by Corporate Shepherds.
Welcome, my dear friends, to Navigate with ID. Such a pleasure to be with you today, and welcome to a new month, a month full of vigor, vitality, and grace. And that's why in this particular month, we'll be looking at the theme, Making Life Count. That you and I need to make our lives count. In the last episode, which was yesterday, I opened the context of what we'll be sharing this week, and that has to do with living a legacy-driven life. And that's about you, your family, your career,